Welcome back, Rockers. Today we have a special treat for you. We have seasoned veteran Brandon Peters on for another round of Check This Out. So, without further ado, let's check it out.
This first song is called I Just Wanna Love You. It's so hard to be your friend and at the same time be so much more. You told me to come right in, but to leave my heart at the door. You said you wanted to be mine, but to stand back if you changed your mind. And we agreed we had all the time in the world. That's a lie, that's a lie. You're holding me under, you're pulling away. I just want to hold you, I want you to stay. So please just come closer, and then you could see. I just want to love you, and I want you to love me. It's okay, don't cry for me, as long as you are happy. You can take all the time you need to think about everything. But all this hanging on the edge might leave me all torn apart. And I don't want this to end, leaving me with a broken heart, broken heart. You're holding me under, you're pulling away. I just want to hold you, I want you to stay. So please just come closer, and then you could see. I just want to love you, and I want you to love me. I just don't want this to end, leaving me with a broken heart.
As the cool wind begins to blow and the rains begin to fall, I think that we're all put into an autumnal mood. So I think Brandon Peters here has brought that to us with his acoustic sad boy music, and I think it was only appropriate for the season. So Brandon, you are a seasoned veteran of IRB, and I wanted to ask you, how would you rank that performance among all of your performances here?
I don't know. Probably, I mean, it was just different, you know? I don't think it was like better or worse, you know, because when I play something, I try to like, you know, give it my all or whatever, and just like whatever comes out, comes out. But yeah, it was just different because last time I played with an electric guitar with some like effects and stuff, and I played a lot of like newer music that I've written But this time I decided to go just acoustic and play a bunch of old sad boy tunes I wrote in high school.
Absolutely. So you think your mood really determines like how you play? Like you think your current state of mind is reflected by?
I think so, maybe. I guess it depends. Maybe, like, my mood will definitely affect when I'm, like, writing music, but there's something about, like, when you write a song and then you play it later, it sort of takes you back to that place, like, and what you were feeling when you wrote that song, which I think is really interesting because it's sort of like a time machine effect.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. It's like whenever you like smell a specific smell and you're like brought back to like the Scholastic Book Fair
exactly.
of 2005 in third grade. But no, I get it. I think that's auditory. Like you, whenever you hear a song that you haven't heard for a while, it really brings you back. And I can imagine for you, like performing a song that you haven't performed in a while really brings you back.
This one's called Haikus.
Will you sing to me? I'm growing so tired of consoling myself. Can you just tell me everything will be alright, even if it won't? Will you stay with me? Just until I fall asleep, so I can forget. What it's like when I cry myself to sleep every single night. Someone convince me we all deserve to be loved before I give up. Someone convince me we all deserve to be loved before I give up.
was the inspiration for some of those songs that you wrote?
Well, I was one of those kids, you know, in high school that I was like, man, life sucks. None of the girls like me, blah, blah, blah. You know, I was being a little wimpy, Diary of a Wimpy Kid over here. So, you know, but they were still real feelings.
Absolutely.
You know?
They're still valid.
Yeah, and so as like an outlet, instead of like getting mad about it or punching stuff or whatever, I got my guitar, and if I was feeling bad, start playing, instantly makes me feel better. Instantly. And that's sort of a product of just my like coping mechanisms, I guess.
Absolutely. So you think like the musical outlet has been kind of therapeutic for you?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, for sure.
So what other outlets do you have? Like, you know, you play the guitar, but what are some other things that you play?
I play video games every once in a while. I mean, that's just fun. Well, maybe it's more that I play games with my brother. So we'll get online and get on Discord or whatever, and we're playing games, and we'll just talk, and it's like a conversation that will never end.
Yeah,
if I don't
absolutely.
say, "Hey man, I have to go to bed now," we'd be up all day, all night.
Oh yeah.
So that helps a lot too. If I'm like having issues or something, or if he's having issues, like we can talk about it. And I don't know. Other than that, music is sort of the centerpiece of my existence.
I
at the
can
time
tell
being.
you, there were many times in middle school and high school where nothing felt quite as good as hopping online and playing some Battlefield or Call of Duty with the squad. It was great. But I think that's an integral part of our generation.
Yeah,
is
I
actually
suppose,
that.
yeah.
But no. So like, what are some other instruments that you play?
I play, other than guitar, I'm mainly a drummer. So I play drums for, you know, like I've played for the jazz ensemble and stuff like that. Drumming is my main thing. I'm in the percussion studio at IUP. But I also play a little bit of keys and let's see what else. Maybe
You tickle the ivories every
I
once in a
tickle the
while?
ivory. Yeah, every once in a while. I'm trying to learn how to play the trumpet, and it's not going so well at the moment, but I'll get there.
You think you'll get it?
Maybe, hopefully.
What song are you currently trying to learn?
Well, I'm sort of just looking up like jazz standards and stuff, just like the easy ones.
Well, I mean,
to just
still starting
play
off
through.
with jazz is a
Oh, sure, yeah. I'm not trying to like
is a
improv
leap.
or anything.
right.
But-
No, but that's neat. Is there anything specific that you want to do with the trumpet, or is it just like you thought it was interesting?
Yeah, it's sort of a. Sometimes when I get stuck in a rut, I'll just be like, I'm gonna pick up a new instrument and learn it from scratch, and then it gets hard, and then I never, and then I never come
You
back
never
to it.
get
But I'm
past a
trying to
certain
stick
point.
with it this time.
So earlier you mentioned the percussion studio.
Uh-huh.
So what exactly is the Perk Studio?
So it's so at IUP there's a whole music department, which is fantastic. I love the music department here, and the percussion studio. We're all percussionists, and we all play like typical percussion literature. So it's like you have your marimbas, which are like big xylophones, and vibraphones, which are like metal xylophones. And we have, you know, we just play drums. We play steel pans, or what would they be called? Yeah, steel pans.
Right.
And stuff. Yeah, pan
Steel
band.
pans
that's
are
fun.
those like the.
Yeah, the steel drums. The,
Okay.
like,
all right.
yeah,
Those
like
are
calypso music kind of thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we do that. That's really fun. So, you know, we're just having a grand old time over there.
Yeah, it sure sounds like it. It almost sounds like a little community of drummers.
Oh, absolutely. All right, this last one is called Out.
Count it out. Are all of your ducks in a row? I found it out. You're a liar and it shows. scream and shout, is there anyone who's sane? Anyone who's sane?
So, you know, I think earlier we were discussing about like some things that you've been a part of. So like, what are some bands or like groups that you've been a part of?
Oh, okay. Well, in high school, I was in a garage band.
Oh yeah?
And we would get together and learn like 90s tunes, and we were all angsty and stuff. It was great. That was fun. And I've been I write a bunch of my own music, and I try to record as much of the instrumentation as I can. But I played in the jazz ensemble. I'm currently doing playing gigs at like a church for like the church service. That's pretty much it. Just random
that's still
stuff.
a lot. I mean, that's it, but I mean, that's still a substantial amount. So like, do you have a place that you put your music for other people to find?
Oh yeah, I have a YouTube channel called Brandon Peters Music, and there's a couple things on there. But I also have a Bandcamp. I think it's just Brandon Peters, or bandcamp.com/Brandon Peters, something like that.
Right. You have a Bandcamp.
I do.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's one step above SoundCloud.
Oh, you think so? I don't know.
I think it's one step above.
It's got all my. I just throw stuff on Bandcamp, so there's a bunch of like crappy recordings of everything, but
Right.
there's also some like legitimate like albums, I guess you could call them.
Right. That's pretty neat. And you just go by Brandon Peters. There's no stage
Yes,
name.
yeah, it's
There's
just-
no persona.
Yeah, it's all me, baby.
You just like playing that soft boy acoustic music with like death metal makeup on, like the
Could you
Crusher.
imagine? The Crusher.
You're just playing. I mean, you were playing an electric. You said last time you were here. So I mean, obviously you said that you kind of like to mess around with both, but like. What kind of things do you like to do with the electric guitar?
So I like to do I like to play a lot of stuff with like effects. So if I need like a delay effect, or if the song has like a certain like weird spacey sound, it'll be more useful for that.
Absolutely.
But yeah.
No, there's lots of fun things you can do with that. And so we appreciate your time.
Yeah,
we
thanks,
appreciate
man.
you coming on. You had an amazing performance
Thank you
and
so much.
a wonderful interview. It's always lovely talking to you,
Yeah, you too.
Mr. Peters. So again, if you're interested in finding anything that he's done, you can check it out on SoundCloud or his YouTube at Brandon Peters. So have a nice day.